Glad to see Gemini back again, by the way.
Yeah, it's great to see him here. I hope he's having a good time. For those wondering, Gemini, he's pulling a pig where he competes and then he casts after he gets knocked out of the tournament.
He's been doing it for, well, I believe this is actually his second time. To be fair, I'm not sure whether he's done this in ESL, NA, or EU, but I can't imagine he's awake for those. He is still in Korea, to my knowledge. But regardless, we are gonna have our Taiwan brawl happening over here. We are gonna be starting off here on Light Shade LE. We're here in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. We have the red Protoss player, who is currently teamless, but representing, I can't read Hangul. He is coming out from the land of Haiwan, representing the Haitian Republic. He is Haas.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Light Shade LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player. He's blue, representing Team Alpha X. It is Noise.
I only realized right towards the end there that I was actually following Gemini's camera. I mean, it's all good. He has like a similar observer style to you, so I was like convinced that I was on your camera. I was going on for a full minute, and he was still looking at Haas. So I was like, "Yeah, this is Light's camera."
Yeah, I feel like that's for different reasons, though. I'm sure he's not he's not spending a minute introing the player.
He should. That's my advice.
He really should.
Go Gemini,
really
hit me up for caster advice.
Oh god, no.
It's gonna be great. Start every stream with and.
Look, if you're not peeking with your mic, and if you're not blowing out people's ears at the beginning of the stream, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. And every now and then in the middle of the stream, we're just, throw out a and just to, wake people up a bit. That's what they teach you in like public speaking stuff, Wake people up, in the middle of your speech. People are going to be zoning out a little bit, do something like just to wake them up,
Yeah. Just shock them,
It's like hit the mic.
For those wondering, I mean,
tuning fork.
We can
it right up to the mic.
We can tell that you've never done public speaking before.
Look at somebody in the crowd and just say, "Look at this guy, am I right?" And everybody will be looking at him, but don't specify who you're talking about. That way, they'll be like, "Who's he talking about? Who is this guy?"
What are you talking about right now? What are you on about? What are you?
This is my public speaking advice. That'll be $200 for the masterclass. We did hit 80 subs. We did hit another sub goal. First we had Yaku dating advice. Now we have Yaku public speaking advice.
Yeah, eventually it's gonna be like an anthology where how to ruin your life. It's just
it's gonna be a series of books, really.
Yep. By Yakuzaku. Oh, God.
It's like how they have the 4 Dummies series when said this is something else.
Jesus Christ. Well,
speaking of something else.
Yeah, we did have a PvP before us, and things have been kicking off. Of course, we expect Haas to go for this proxy. We do have an Oracle on the way. Meanwhile, likewise with Nice, except his is at home.
Yeah, honestly, when it comes to Oracles, it generally is better to proxy them than not. It makes it across the map. Even if it is a little bit quicker, that little bit does help out a lot. Then it's like one more probe that you can kill. Really important in mirror matchup, especially early on.
Oh boy, yeah, exactly. I think also what's important is that sure, an Oracle is about to dive in, but you know what? There is a shield battery, so we'll be able to protect a decent amount of these workers unless he goes for a stasis ward. There we go.
Just like so, and that's actually body blocking Nice a little bit. Pulls away right at the last second, but that's more than half his probes caught in, I do believe.
10?
I'm estimating over here. 10. Yeah, that's half?
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's about half. But another stasis ward gets even more probes here of Haas. He's on literally 0 mineral mining.
We were distracted, and this is why you don't count on stream, because I was trying to count how many there were. Meanwhile, we do have 2 oracles coming in here for Haas, even though so many of his workers were stasis. It doesn't even matter, mate. He's going in for the kill.
Yeah, Def is a little bit more permanent than Stasis is, but with the Stalkers and the Phoenixes, they will be chased away. One Oracle actually goes down, and things are not looking up at all right now for Haas. The double Oracle off Nice does jump in, gets the same amount of probe kills, but look at how much more behind Haas is because of how many more probes Nice was able to stasis ward earlier on, and just the fact that he kept the Oracles alive, they can continue to dive in later on. He has revelations available to him if he needs to scout the army. He has the world on his fingertips, the oysters on his fingertips, if you will.
Yeah, this is something that we didn't really get to talk about because, you know, Yaku was too busy talking about, like, public speaking. But we do have two of the best players in Taiwan. These are top two, and of course Haas, he used to be the king of Taiwan, but like in recent years, Nice has kind of taken that from him, and we see why, because right now it does seem like he has Haas's number. Like at every turn he just has an answer.
Indeed he does. Nice. He usurped Haas a little while ago, but now he's just continuing to dominate.
God, 6 more probes going down, even more here as he does escape through the natural base, and oh my god, the Oracle's still alive!
How does that happen?
It's one of those things where Haas may have won ESL Americas last week. He may have beaten people like Zest and Cure and all this stuff, but mate, you know what? He didn't beat Nice. He was lucky to skip him, to miss him.
That he very much was. Haas just trying to do whatever he can. Takes out 3 probes, which is something, but considering the worker difference, it is not going to be anywhere near enough. Nice. He's just waiting for his Immortals to finish up, for his upgrades to kick in, and then he's going to be putting Haas out of his misery. That, or he's waiting for Haas to try to Desperation all in.
Oh, God.
I don't see it doing too much, if I'm being honest.
We'll see. The problem is that, right, like, not Nice. He has 2 shield batteries. He has an Immortal. He has Overcharge as well. Like, he is so well set up defensively.
And GG is called. Haas. Honestly, that early game was looking pretty good for him until Nice pulled an Uno reverse card of his own Oracles. This is why Nice has pretty much had Haas's number for the better part of 2020. Even towards the end of 2019, I think, was when people started recognizing Nice. He is actually beating Haas fairly consistently now.
Oh, yeah. Consistently, Nice has been at the top or the best of his region. So yeah, we see why. Both players were playing very similarly. Haas being a little bit more cheeky, but Nice thinking one step ahead, you know, not just going for double Oracle, but also going for his Phoenixes as well, kind of being able to multitask and use his adepts and really just pull apart the attention of Haas. It was insane.
I feel like Haas was looking in the mirror that game and be like, "Who are you?" And Nice replied, "I'm you, but stronger."
It's one of he was looking in the mirror. He saw himself, but like, you know, just a little bit nicer, like, if you will.
Yeah.
I apologize. Oh god,
I'm you, but nice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we gotta get Gemini in here. Where is he? There we go.
Okay.
I sent him an invite. Hopefully he gets it.
All right. Well, it's all up to the Blizzard mail service at this point.
Okay. All right. Gemini just messaged me. He said he's gonna wait for another series. Oh.
All right. Makes sense.
And Renegade said the same thing. He's like, they're both like, too many casters, we'll go for the next series. Okay.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it there. For now, it is us and Pig going to be covering this series. We have actually quite a number of casters today. So us, of course, Pig, Gemini, Renegade you mentioned, also Steadfast. So plenty of options. We're going to be trying to spread ourselves out as evenly as we can. Unfortunately, there is going to be a bit of an overlap, so yeah, we kind of drew the short end overlapping here. But regardless, we are going to be continuing our best of 3 series over here, our Taiwan Brawl. Who is going to be the next presidente of the Asian Republic? Is it going to be our Red Protoss player, spotted here in the bottom left-hand corner, all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, representing himself as he is currently teamless, but the founding father of the Asian Republic, he is Haas.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the other Taiwanese player. The Taiwanese Protoss, he's blue, representing Team Alpha X. It is Nice.
So we saw Haas being a little bit cheeky in that game number 1, and I mean, we mentioned a little bit that Haas is going for a lot more economic styles. Not necessarily standard, but definitely a bit more macro. In PvP, though, that is a massive risk, so makes sense that Haas is going for proxies like we saw. This time, though, is he going to go for the same thing?
I wouldn't be surprised. There it is. A pylon is being thrown down. So Nice just went for a probe scout. He saw it was a Nexus opening here by Haas. Haas is being a little more economic. It's like, okay, I'm going to proxy a Stargate.
What do we always say?
They get spotted.
Player who he does in fact get scouted. And Nice is going to be forced to back away. I would be surprised if he sticks with that proxy. I mean, he doesn't have to. That pylon can still serve as a bit of a spotter from here on out. He's got whatever he needs to back at home, but what do we always say? Like, in PvP, the player who gets a natural first
dies.
Unless you get a forge.
Yeah, very interesting. So he does commit to the Stargate. Again, this is very common. We've seen Nice do this time and time again on Oxide specifically. You proxy a Stargate, you get a Void Ray, then you throw down a pylon, and then you get a bunch of shield batteries, and you push into the natural. We have seen players hold against this. I think famously Zest held against this, I think, in his series that we casted a while ago. But very interesting decision. As you said, Haas with that forge, so he will be able to throw down some cannons if he needs them.
Cannons are absolutely beautiful in the defense here. He's actually going for a Stargate of his own, which is definitely a pretty big risk. The advantage of going for a Stargate here is that once you are able to chase away the Void Rays of your opponent, you then have the option of counterattacking, but you're going to be behind for quite some time here in terms of your Stargate production.
Oh my god. And we may be getting ahead of ourselves because you know that Stargate is still on the way, but the wall has been broken. Thankfully, an Adept does barely come out here for Haas, but you know what? The Void Ray, it's coming out. The shield batteries are done.
And Nice is just continuing the pressure over here. The cannon did finish up. It's going to be a lot tougher for Nice to try to push up this ramp, but it is only a single cannon at the moment.
I don't know if Nice sees
no
this,
shield batteries.
But you know what's terrifying? This is the Archosis pylon. One pylon is carrying everything. Like, if that pylon falls, that's it. That's game. Oh, God. 3
Void Rays with Prismatic Alignment should be enough to out DPS the cannons over there. There is now a Void Ray of Haso. And it is chasing back the Void Ray of Nice at the moment.
That it is. I keep seeing Haas throw down these cannons, and I keep clicking on them. I'm like, is there another pylon? Is there another pylon? No. He has so much faith in this one lone pylon. Oh my god. We'll see if it even comes into play. Right now, we already have 2 Void Rays out here for Nice. We do have a second on the way for Haas. Haas, at the same time, he did lose a bunch of workers to the Adept that shaded into the main.
His battery overcharge is going to have to work super overtime to keep that pylon alive eventually.
Yeah.
Both players just continuing to get their units out. I believe with 3 Void Rays, you can try to Prismatic Alignment the pylon down. Really nice around here with the probes. Nice getting a little bit of probe damage over here. And important to keep in mind, Haas has not really been probing as much as you might expect.
He's also been losing a lot of workers. Like,
yeah, super fair.
11 probes have gone down this game on the side of Haas. There we go. Finally, a gateway does go down. Thankfully, we do have a second pylon now, finally, for Haas, just in case one of them gets focused. But, ooh, no more Cyberknife score. That means no more Adepts, no more Stalkers. To be fair, Haas isn't really warping anything in.
Yeah, funnily enough, Nice is the one who's warping in his Adepts, which are actually doing pretty good work catching out these probes, and sometimes it distracts the Void Race for a little bit, but Haas is generally on top of keeping attention where he needs it to be.
Oh my
I'm
god.
keeping my eye on it since 1 Void Ray of Haas goes down.
So 2 Void Rays go down. Finally, Overcharge gets used, but it's too late at this point, and there's just too much damage here. The 3rd falls, and Nice takes the series.
He was so patient, Nice was. He poked and prodded, took out little bits of the wall wherever he could, took a little bit of probe kills wherever he could, and then in the end, just waited till he could catch Haas while he was distracted. That Nexus, I was keeping my eyes on that for the longest time. I was thinking, Haas, don't over chrono boost. Make sure you have energy for your battery overcharge, but a little bit too late there, just a couple of seconds too late. Losing 2 of the Void Rays, and from there on, Nice, he just had way too much. He could out DPS the battery overcharge from there on out.